run. Of course, yesterday's game, they did get a free win. So this is their first match here in the closed qualifiers. OG.
They have
how ready they are to go.
They played like the least amount of games. Played 5 games to get here due to the amount of forfeits. Like teams that go against them, it's like, I can't really play right now, sorry. Then all the other teams, it's like they've had to play 8, 9 plus games, play multiple color. I think for OG at least, if they're not scrimming, I think maybe they wanted an extra 1 or 2 games maybe. Who knows? We'll see how if there's any rust coming into this first game against Team Blink.
Absolutely. I mean, looking at the lane setups, who's sort of top of the list in terms of who's going to have a pretty rough time in this laning stage?
Currently, who you're looking at right now, this Slark lane. You're playing against Magnus Rubik. You'd think Slark would be okay with the against melee offlaner, but because you have shockwave spam with the fade bolt spam, and we mentioned Slark also right click heroes, it doesn't really help when that additional arms is in play. You can get a double kill, the MSS won't care at all. Topson there in the mid lane, kind of getting rotated on.
And they got that pullback here with the Vortex. Wesson wasn't quite able to line up the roll, and in fact, well, with the help of the burst of MSS, they'll actually be able to take down Back South. Sure, Topson dies. Oh, gee, they've got the numbers. We'll see if they're able to take this fight. Blink. Back South goes straight in, looks towards No-Tail. Global Silence online and ready to go. Popped immediately to enable Back South to go in and be fully covered here, as he's able to safely take down both of OG's supports. See, no one instead stepping forward, but Blink, they're still maybe happy to take this fight. Seb will drop the RP onto the 2 of them, but no one goes down. Seb trying to stand his ground to at least trade it with the Storm, and will manage to find that in returns. Topson also committing in to make sure that OG can find a second kill out of this.
Already a BKB, like they are about to be so strong after a very chaotic early game.
Wesson, and then he's not getting any up this time. There's nothing to do to help him there. OG get the quick kill. We'll see over in the mid. There's the rupture setup from No One. Make sure that Wesson has no chance of running from them. And now the tips are back on the menu here from Seb. Throwing them out the way as Wesson gets taken down. We'll see them eyeing up more. Topson straight underneath the tier 2. There's the shot down for Anko. Quick punch up. Double kill for Topson. Maybe more as Backsaz is kind of fighting on his own, and he's a little low on the mana. Topson, he's still got the moves, but this haste streak still going. He can stay on top of the Storm. They'll take out a 4th. And indeed, it's going to be on target, but it shouldn't be enough damage. I believe Backsaz will be more than fine here. So he's going to live, but at the least we'll keep him held in the fountain. So OG, they're able to step away from the Roshan, get themselves a couple of kills, and then straight back to business. This Roshan should be theirs.
Okay, that's running away.
I mean, Blink's still trying to put a stop to this, but it's already been done. No one finishing off the road, gets the Aegis set. Will get taken out. If they can deal with the Aegis on the Bloodseeker, maybe they can take it down the once. Not quite. Glimmer up, throwing the way of No One, keeping him safe here from this damage that Wesson's trying to keep on top of him. So a few creeps around, which will be very handy there for No One to heal up a little bit and protect this Aegis. And he's just picked up another Glimmer used to allow him to separate himself from Backsaz. As OG, very miraculously, they're able to actually keep that Aegis completely fine here on No One. So whilst they do lose Topson and Seb,
like the gem is such a key factor for closing out the map.
Mid setup. That will show himself. Predator will try and look to go for the play. MSS looks to help out with the Glimmer Cape thrown down onto Seb. Chance for them to turn with No One, chasing down Wesson. The stolen sharpshooter hitting onto Backsaz. The follow-up Gleipnir keeps the Storm locked down. OG able to get things going back their way once more again here with the double kill for No One. We'll see an attempted escape from Anku, but indeed Topson traps him out there. No chance of escape.
The snatch! Bloodseeker, needing that status resistance, get rid of Rupture a little bit quicker, get off the Sanchez a little bit quicker, or allow him just to exist within the fight. Yeah, Blink. They've overcome the mid-game hurdle of OG, which was that big double BKB, Greaves timing, the Roshan advantage, and they now put themselves in a comfortable position. most people watching, they'll always look at OG and go, yeah, it's the EU close qualifiers. Of course they'll win. It's really cool to see that they are having to go toe to toe. SMN. Oh, the RP, the RP. Oh. He's dead. Does he even have buyback on slot? He does have buyback, but probably would have forced it. Seb doesn't have buyback. I just love this game. It's like, this is what you want to see from a Dota game. Cracking and fighting, left and right, both teams being at it. And at this point, no buyback on Storm Spirit. Tier 2's available, top of 4. Beautiful save. Oh, no. It still does the damage. It still does. Oh, no. Apologies. Rampage? Rampage? Oh, come on! Oh. Come on. Steal it, steal it, steal it, steal it!
So how are we going to see these lanes go down? Obviously, Topson able to take the Pugner this game in response to the Tinker. Do things go decently for the Pugner straight from the laning stage off? This is a lane where Topson will be pretty happy.
Yeah, I think Topson at least he's going to be able to cut the lane, get some early levels. There will be a brief point where some Tinker spam might annoy Topson, but pretty decent regen 2 points bottle. As soon as he hits 6 life drain, he doesn't care about the spam of Tinker, right? So I think it's more on how does Topson apply the early pressure. Kind of the
T
looking at. Sorry. Okay. Oh, and just flick to the network for a second, boss.
There's a lot of money on Topson.
That is a lot of money.
They want to do something about it, but he's got the backup of Notetail. Notetail's done an excellent job of just enabling Topson's plays, aggressive plays around this mid lane. Anku's going to try with the chase down. And they will get him. It's a big kill there. Finally being able to take Topson off the map. He's been having an incredibly free time around the mid lane. We're going to have Baxaz TP in to start to lay down the rockets to at least deter OG a little bit. So as you can see, this tower falling very, very quickly to the consistent blast. SMN does have global if they want to try something. And further TP's coming in there. They are going to try and put together a fight. I mean, already at the side, the spam from Baxaz, it's killed off Notail. Anku's going to look to get on top of Seb. Seb able to hold back the Dawnbreaker with the Astral. Topson poking in from the side. A solid life drain, bringing the Dawnbreaker down low. If they can still continue to fight this, because MSS and no one trying to find a rupture target, they'll find it. Anku, no chance for him. Maybe more casualties here for Blink. Wesson is toying around with the threat of the fear if OG do continue to chase.
They see it. And of course, Bloodseeker being 8.4 net worth uncontested once again. That will help out. I don't know, a freebie.
Yeah, Topson getting some revenge here against these pesky supports.
The key early game timing. The jump was the mid lane.
They'll get a quick kill onto Notail. See if OG can turn this around. MSS thinks about dropping the ult, but a little too far to the side of it. No one's going to commit with the BKB. First of all, he's going to go to...
Oh, they found the Tinker!
Dawnbreaker. Got that setup here. No one trying to get rid of the squishier supports first as he focuses SMN. And now, with that setup, we'll be able to turn back around and look towards Tinker. But the backup's in. Anku with the buyback heal jumps across with the ult. Tinker will still go down. Anku able to make sure that no one pays for this play with his life. Back in the river. Overkill. Sniped by Notail. Same to be said for Wesson. So whilst he was able to commit in and chase out Seb, he will die for that one there on the slide, because Notail gets a very tasty cleanup and now can go back over towards the mid. Give him a bit of safety as Topson. He's back for the tier 2. It's finally gone. 18 minutes in. Still a solid timing to take these tier 2 towers down. Maybe even the chance for some kills on top of it. It's the life drains there. Anku tries to valiantly come in to try and stop Topson from killing SMN. And it works as well. He's going to have a solid time on that. I mean, both him and no one incredibly farmed. Both top 2 net worth. Topson, can he continue to get away with playing this close to Blink? Blink, they've got the 4 of them looking towards him. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that poor old Slark, he didn't stand a chance. Topson just blows him up. And now, you know, Blink, they've got to come in with a backup plan because they've just lost their carry. Anku. 9k lead there. They're not slowing down here at all. See Baxaz. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's an easy kill there for Baxaz. I guess no one didn't think that he would be able to jump in and burst him like that. I think he didn't think he'd had quite have the damage. Of course, had a BKB, but didn't want to use it. And he gets caught off by surprise there. Bottom lane, Topson. He's also in a bit of trouble. Or maybe not. Seb, in with the Astral, provides him that bit of safety. Overkill trying to get him from the side, but the second Astral will be used to hold him back. Topson still goes down though. Overkill this time, able to get the Shadow Dance off. They'll use the Global to enable Blink to continue to dive in underneath the tier 1 as a team. Seb be able to protect himself for now with a follow-up Astral. Get away from them though. Overkill. He's certainly going to be more than happy to continue to stay on target. Overgrowth from MSS trying to hold them back, but he'll get caught by the root himself from Wesson as they'll dive under the tower, and Blink, they end up pretty much getting a team fight plus more. You know, no one's back in the game, but they're already the TP out, so there he's very, very speedy, but he's got...
It's potentially meant to be pronounced Bahar or Bakar.
Okay.
So let's go with that one.
Bakar. I like Bakar.
Bakar. Let's go with Bakar. There you go, Bakar.
Here we got mid. Right, Bakar is here. Have the overgrowth, and Bakar bursting MSS down low. Not enough heals that Topson can provide there to keep his support alive.
It's now got to the point where if Blink execute, if they find the engagements how they want to, they're going to be able to just rip OG apart.
So you hear them trying to get the catch onto Topson. Jumping on the back lines, defensive Astral being thrown out by Seb, trying to keep Topson safe. Notail will end up dying. Topson's able to turn and actually burst through Overkill. He's able to stand his ground a little bit too against Anku. In fact, he's able to just take the kill entirely. As Topson will live this time round They're not taking Topson down. Ultra kill.
It's still showing that they have the what it takes in them to win a fight, but still so difficult that the only time that they can fight is when OG are either too comfortable or overextended, rather than it being like this perfect 5-on-5. They need to find that opportunity to set up an engagement on their terms. As they cross the river, they're trying to achieve that now.
Yeah, overkill. Seeing if he spots anyone heading into the jungle, but in fact, it's going to be no one trying to jump in first. Backup coming in from Anku. Overkill turns his attention over towards No-Tail instead, and we'll find him. That's No-Tail gone. Now with the BKBs, both carriers continue to try and commit onto one another. Rupture will throwing down onto Overkill, so for now he'll stand his ground. MSS continues to help him with that as he locks him down with the Overgrowth. Now with the Rupture coming to an end, Overkill's ready to get back in business. Straight over towards Topson, he'll look to go, but the BKB's out, as well as the self-floats, as Topson stands his ground quickly up into the air to avoid that last hit from the Starbreaker of Anku, as Anku will die close to the base of OG.
I think so. The fact that they're able to be so kind of aggressive there. They get deep into the jungle, high ground vision. They had Anku just super far on the right-hand side. He's only out 3 heroes. Meanwhile, they're able to isolate the Bloodseeker and get the damage off there. I think that's how Blink wants to take these fights. They rip OG apart.
I mean, No-Tail is by heading down the lane, but it didn't seem to catch on to the fact that Overkill was right there, despite the gem being in No-Tail's hands. Now Overkill's going to be able to take the gem back into his. And with the jump over towards the jungle, they're ready to try and just force OG out of this side of the map. BKB committed as Overkill stays on top of the target of Seb. No self-protection with the Astral being provided, but the numbers from Blink are here. Anku's got the ult ready to jump over and continue to enable this slug as Overkill takes out Seb. Topson tries to run with the BKB. A final hit there from Anku will cause the death of him as well as Blink. Let's see if Blink can find another opportunity here. There's the jump. Straight on towards Topson. Topson will be able to get the heals off in time. He's up in the air. BKB able to remove that global silence, but still Anku just punching into him. Topson taken out of the game and now diving in for more. No one will try and maintain his position on top of the Tinker, but Max Bakar is able to step away. He's going to be fine for now. Underneath the tower, the first SMN low, I believe that was with the cheese he was able to get off. Got him back on the full HP. It's actually going to allow SMN to walk out alive. He'll live. Anku will die, but the buybacks there having to come out from OG. Seb, buybacks, TP's over towards the tier 2. Still plenty of mana for Picard to play with this constant spam of the lasers and the rockets, causing many issues for OG. MSS dying underneath his own trees here around the tier 2 tower. A third buyback coming in from OG, but there's no one out for 100 seconds. This slug still more than happy to keep fighting as the Aegis is in his hands. Dives forward, Overkill over towards MSS, and another force and Astral to hold back. The slug will allow MSS to get back out of it. Seven, the team, they've got to back away. Refresher orbs ready to press again for no one. Let's see if Blink can get back to finding fights as they were earlier, because another one like that, and suddenly it's going to be OG that's going to be pushing towards a 20k lead.
It's hard to replicate that fight. Slug didn't press BKB, like, that doesn't come often. So, big wraparound from Team Blink, they're smoked up.
We go. Quick start to the fight. They get the jump over towards No-Tail. Set into the Astrals. No-Tail alive for now. The global silence as Overkill moves towards the OD. He's going to charge towards Seb first. And on top of him, Seb, big start down to the low ground. They're making it hard for Seb to be picked off. They're keeping the OD alive as Seb's able to stay safe. Jump to the high ground. Bakar with the BKB commits in, and there's finally the burst to bring down the OD.
They got him.
See if they can take up Bakar. The Abyss was back up. To the buyback from No-Tail. So they know if they get rid of Bakar, they're going to be pretty safe to move forward towards the next objective, and they can. That's Bakar gone. Over towards Wesson. Some safety here with a shadow round, but MSS trying to stay on top of him. We'll be able to blink out in time. Buyback comes out from Bakar as they're chasing out. It's an annoying lineup to push into for sure. Even with this Aegis and Cheese, they've got to be so careful. Mahard doing an excellent job with the spam as Tinker. They'll smoke up. Straight away, the jump forward there on towards Topson. Caught by the Hex. We'll see Overkill straight towards Sam. Anku jumps up with the ultimate, but no one's able to get the beacon. He'll turn on towards it. The bashes are there. Death Shroud, giving Overkill the chance to stand his ground against no one, but that is indeed Baha out for good. Dead for 2 minutes. And that's going to be a window for old G to do a lot of damage now. 2 heroes gone, and then the Tinker being the main one that's out of the game. Overkill also in trouble outside of the base. Any escape for him? Okay, he'll take Topson with him. Both of them having buyback available. Topson and Overkill buying back. Okay, no one. That's the Aegis gone. Seb, he's also in trouble. He gets caught out by the Abyssal. Anku and Overkill overwater. He's trying to force out of the base, but he's not able to get off the high ground. Seb, buyback immediately coming into play. No one puts the refresher. Second BKB. That's going to be Overkill out for good. Same to be Seb for SMN. And with 4 heroes dead, no buyback, that's going to be the game. GG is called. OG will take this game, and with that, of course, the series. They take down Blink 2-0, knocking Blink down to the lower bracket. They'll, of course, get a second chance in that lower bracket run. As for today, OG will be the ones moving on straight to the final game they'll need to play.